just me wanting to talk about things. It may be something I can say in this video that may help someone else. And let you know that you're not the only one going through things. So both of my daughters had to move back home at a certain point in their life, which is okay. I don't mind that. I'm thankful that I have a home that they can come back home to, and I'm thankful that we are financially stable where we can help them if we can, if need be. But at the same time, I want to keep it real. I want my children to stay out and be productive as citizens. I want them to learn how to pay bills. Well, I didn't teach them how to pay bills. My mother didn't teach me, so I didn't teach my daughters. But now that I know better, I try to teach my youngest daughter how to budget her money so she will be able to stay out on her own. So the reason why I'm saying this is because we shouldn't fault our parents for things that we don't know, because they may have not known certain things. So a lot of times everybody want to blame the parents because of something a child has done or didn't do. You can't always blame the parents. Because to me, for example, my mother, I grew up with a mother and a stepfather. My mother, when I moved out, I just moved out. I didn't go to her. And I want to continue talking about being a mother. So I think it's necessary to talk about this, because so many people just assume that because you're a parent that you know that you do everything right. To me, I feel like that's what people just assume. But the thing about it is, as parents, we make mistakes too. We are humans just like everybody else, and it's not automatic that you're going to make all the right decisions. Sometimes we make decisions emotionally as a parent, and sometimes some of us just outright low down and just make some bad decisions when it comes to our children. So the reason why I was wanting to talk about this is because I was just thinking over my life. Like when I moved out the first time, my mom didn't give me like tools to use, like things like how to budget your money. Make sure you have a good credit score. Pay your bills on time. I was never given those tools. And the reason why I'm saying that is not to blame my mother, but just to say in general, she may not have known, she may not have been taught those things. I learned the hard way. I just assumed that you pay your bills on time, and then I got introduced to this thing called credit. One day when I needed some money, I went to apply for a loan, and they were asking me about my credit score, and I was like, I ain't know anything about a credit score. I mean, what is a credit score? So the purpose of this video is just to say that parents, we are human too. We make mistakes too. We don't know everything. Just because your child is younger, just because you're the parent, you don't know everything just because you're the parent. That includes myself too. So I just wanted to make this video because everybody just assumed that the parents know everything. Well, I'm not going to say everybody assume. I will say that there's a general conception that all parents or most parents, know what's right for their children, or know the right way to raise their children. No, you don't. Most of us don't. We just, as we're in this thing called life, and every day is different. You're gonna raise each one. I have two different children. I have to raise my children two different ways because both of them are different. And I'm sure some of y'all can relate to what I'm saying. So I just wanted to talk about this because it's just it's something that's be on my mind. And I just be like when I watch the news or whatever, say like if a toddler or something got hit by a car, of course the natural instinct is to ask, where were the parents? Which that's a logical question to ask. But you can't always, I'm not just talking about in that situation, I'm just saying you can't just automatically blame parents for everything that their children do. Right? And even if it's something good, you can't automatically get a credit to the parents when children do something good. Because I've known some children come from some bad backgrounds and turn out good, and vice versa. They come from some good backgrounds and turn out bad. So what I'm saying is, as parents, we don't know everything. I know a lot of y'all think y'all do, but you don't. And everything does not work for every child. So the reason why this conversation came up, I was just thinking about my two daughters. Both of them had to move back home, and I was thinking about how I never did move back home. Not because I was so good with finances. I just chose to stay in some unhealthy relationships. Yes, I did. To stay out because I didn't want to go back home. But I was just thinking over my life how, some of the things I was not taught, but I don't blame my parents. And I think that's something that people should talk about. You can't blame your parents for something that they didn't even know about. Find out why they didn't teach you about, talk to your parents and find out why they didn't tell you about managing your money or making sure you have a good credit score. Different things like that. And so I just wanted to talk about it because to me, being a parent, if you're really trying to be a good parent, this day and time is one of the hardest hats that I have here on earth. But it's one of the most important hats that I have here on earth also. Because just like you don't know everything, sometimes you can affect a person's life by the mistakes that you made by not knowing it, certain things. So I feel like the fact that I did not give them the tools on how to manage their money and keeping a good credit score, that may have contributed to some of the reason why they had to move back home. So that is what this video is about. My life and my children having to move back home. But I've done my part. I've allowed both of them to move back home and help them both get on their feet. And I've done the same thing that my mother would have did for me. So I've used the tools that I knew to use. Not saying that I said everything right or did everything right, but I did the best that I knew how to do. So the purpose of this video, this little chit chat, is really to help somebody else that's out there that may be experiencing the same thing or something similar to what I'm talking about as far as being a parent. Don't kick yourself. If you don't know, pray about it, or either find someone that you trust and ask them to help you if you have a problem as far as being a good parent or being a better parent. Because none of us knows. We all in this thing called life together. So that's it. I just wanted to touch on that subject. All of us parents, we do not know all the right answers. And sometimes we think we know what's right because we've been on this earth longer than our children. Not always. It just depends. Because it's a lot you can learn from a 20-year-old or a 15-year-old. Just because you're 79. That don't necessarily mean you can't learn something from a younger person. It just depends. Like my aunt told me one day, she said, she was talking about my oldest sister. She said, she done been through, what she say? She done been through more than you have. I said, how you know that? I said, you think she done been through more than I have because you know some of the things she been through. You don't even know what I done been through. So how can you make that assumption? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't just assume because somebody is younger than you hadn't been through, certain things. Just because they don't talk about it. I take my problem to the ones who can help me, and that's Jesus Christ. And ain't no point in talking about it in no family gathering. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing to talk about it. I mean, y'all ain't gonna help me. What y'all gonna do? Most folks gonna be like, if I was you, I wouldn't do this. If I was you, but you ain't me. So I don't even get into that kind of stuff. I take it straight to him. Somebody who can fix it. So, no, parents, you do not know everything, and you probably didn't do everything right. So let's just keep it real. Because you're a human being in this thing called life. There's no book to tell. There's no parenting book. I know they got the little parenting book, but there's no parenting book. Only parenting book I know is the Bible. Everything don't work for every child, I promise you. Because you got some children, you can just fuss at them and they'll sit down. Then you got some of them, you almost knock the blood out of them and they won't sit down. So it just depends. So anyway, I'm through chatting. I just wanted to talk about that. That was just something that was on my mind. Because us as parents, we don't know everything. We do not know everything just because we the parents. Listen to your children. And I need to do it too. More. Listen to your children. Don't talk to them. Don't talk at them. Talk to them. So that's it. That's all Miss V had to talk about. In this video, I'm showing you what I'm selling on Poshmark. Cause I'm trying to help my daughter get herself situated so she can stay out. Yes, in the name of Jesus, she will be prosperous. She will be a good citizen and learn how to manage her money where she will be able to stay out. She's gonna manage her money so well. Both my children gonna manage their money so well, they'll be able to take care of their mother if she needs them to. But God has sent me such a good husband. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to y'all about being a parent and just let y'all parents know. No, you, Miss V said it. No, you do not know everything. No, you do not. Just because you carry somebody 9 months, 8 months, 7 months, 6 months, however many months, does not mean you know everything that there is to know about being a parent. No. You make mistakes. I have made some mistakes. And so just know that. So this is it. This is going to conclude this video. I've told you what I'm selling on Poshmark. And I'm going to link that in the video in the description box. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry because this video too long. Because, I mean, you either going to watch it or you ain't. So ain't no point in saying I'm sorry that it's so long. It's long because I had some stuff I want to talk about. So anyway, I'm going to link my Poshmark closet in the description box. If you see anything you're interested in, let me know. So if you're a parent, just remember Miss V said it. You do not know everything. And you probably was like me, did not do everything right. You did what you thought was right, but you may not have done everything that was right. You didn't intentionally do wrong, but being here on this earth as a human being, you probably made some mistakes, whether you want to admit them or not. Some of y'all probably go to the grave with it. But anyway, I just want to talk to y'all about that. So this Miss V will continue to show you love and encourage you. And I'm always help you save on some of the things you need to get some of the things you want. Let me know in the comment section if you can relate to anything that I'm talking about in this video. If you want to be honest about it. Thank you for watching.